Hi everybody, welcome to the Actors Academy. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we're going to be talking about public speaking. So this was a question that was asked by Ryan. He was wondering, how can he be a better public speaker? How can he be better at giving presentations, so on and so forth. I want to help you guys today because presentation skills is literally a skill, which is why they have several classes and courses on being able to public speak. Public speaking, remember this, please remember this, is that it's a skill. Anybody can learn it. If you're not great at public speaking now, you could be amazing at it in a year from now. Hopefully it won't take that long, but if you did put your time, effort, and work into it, you could be a far better public speaker than you are now because it's a skill. So I'm going to help you guys today on how you can be better public speakers so your audience isn't getting bored, because all of us have been in that situation where we've been on stage, we're giving our presentation to people, and people are looking very bored and dead in the eyes like they have something else better to do. So we're going to help and fix that today. Point number one that's going to help you guys is realizing that costuming is very important. What you wear. So for example, if you're going to be talking to your classmates, you're in school, you have to give a presentation to your class. Some people feel like they have to go and wear a whole suit and button up and tie and everything. You don't. In that situation, in that particular situation there, you should be focusing on being yourself, being you, because you're in a group of people that all relate to you. You go to class every day wearing what you wear. All of a sudden you go and you wear a business suit, people are going to be like, whoa, what's going on? You're just giving a presentation. It puts too much heat and pressure on the people around you. You want to relate to people. If people can relate to you, they will like you more. In that situation, in the school situation, they can relate to you better. If you're going to be giving a presentation to a bunch of business people on how to improve their business skills, right? Well, in that situation, you should probably be wearing a business suit so they can relate to you more. If you come in, you're in sweatpants, clothes that are too baggy for yourself, they're going to look at you and think, well, who are you? What do you mean you know what you're talking about? They won't respect you. You want to make sure that people can relate to you. If they can relate to you, they'll be far more interested in what you're saying. This is why when you see people, when students are looking at instructors, their teachers in a classroom, and they're bored to death, and they're there and they're going, okay, all right, and they're really bored, part of it is because students don't relate to the teachers, and the teachers don't relate to the students. The teachers who try to relate with the students and connect with them one-on-one, those are the instructors and teachers that we really like, that we relate with. Point number two, treat the audience like your friends. Don't treat them like strangers. Once you treat an audience like strangers, they will feel like they are strangers. If you go and you treat your audience like they're your best friend, they will feel like your friends. Now I know part of this seems mumble jumble. You're like, what do you mean they feel like my friends? Here's what I mean. I don't literally mean that they're going to feel like your best friends. You give a presentation, it's not like everybody's going to come up to you and say, hey, let's go hang out because we're best friends. It's not like that, but they will again relate to you more. So here's an example of this. Imagine, and we've seen this all before, we've been in the classroom situation, and sometimes there's been an instructor, or maybe you've seen this on TEDx talks before. There have been people who have come and they give their presentation, they come up to the stage and they say, hi everybody, thank you for being here, my name is John Doe, we're going to be looking over here, we have a bunch of different examples, I've been doing anthropology now for the last 30 years, I studied with A, B, C, and D. We've done a lot of research in the past years, especially over here, blah, 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 right? It gets very boring. To exemplify this example a little bit more, imagine the same person goes into a party. Imagine it's you. You go into a party. There's this situation, your friend invited you, you're at a party. There's a group of people that you don't know. They're standing in the middle of the room. They're chit-chatting, they're talking. Imagine you go over to that group of people. You go over there and you go and you say, hi, my name is John Doe. I've been in anthropology for the last 30 years. The research that the university has been doing has been all this, and blah, 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 blah. The people would look at you and think, what are you talking about? Why are you all of a sudden coming here and just talking, hey, here are the facts, this is what I'm talking about. Look, facts and details, they can be great. But you don't always want to start out with facts and details because that's what bore people a lot. That's what makes people think, wow, this is so boring. I don't know what we're talking about right now. Instead, in that situation, what would you do? You go in there and you would say hi. That's the first thing. You'd introduce yourself. You're not going to give all these facts and your whole life story because it's weird. You're treating them like strangers. You're not treating them like your best friend. Your best friend, when you see your best friend, you go, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? In that situation, if you go and you had to go and give a presentation, it's much better to come out there and just actually go out and ask people, hi, how are you guys doing? Are you guys awake? Are you guys tired? How are you guys feeling? Because it lets people relate to you, and you're asking them a question and they can actually respond and go, oh, you know, pretty good, oh, not so good. You get some responses instead of you going and talking at people. You shouldn't be talking at people, you should be talking to people. This will make people connect with you more. Don't talk at people, you're talking to people. Remember, if you can make them your friends, this will help you so much more than treating them like strangers. Don't ever treat your audience like strangers, treat them like your best friend. Point number 3, do not bore them with statistics and numbers. That is one of the other things that bore people a lot. When you go and you give a presentation and you say, okay, in the last 2 years, we've sold 4,589, blah, 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 and now we have to sell 2,888 more. Now, if we put these numbers together, we have A, B, C, and D. It's very boring when we go and give math problems. People do not like to just look at numbers. Now, I'm not saying don't ever use numbers. Sure, you can use numbers in your presentation, but you have to have people relate to you. And in order for people to relate to you, you have to give stories. Stories is one of the biggest things that we use in our everyday lives. Anytime you go and you watch a TV show, you watch a movie, you read a book, you're going through a story. A story tells you something. A story is something people can relate to. You have to find ways to relate people to your presentation, to your talk, what you're trying to give. Sure, you can have numbers. You can talk about how many cheeseburgers were sold in the last year. Sure. Or you could tell a story about yourself, how you were so hungry and you wanted a cheeseburger and blah, 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 blah. And then you relate it to you, and then you relate it to the audience. So the audience can be in your shoes and say, you know what? Yeah, I could see that. I could see myself being hungry and wanting a cheeseburger and blah, blah, blah. So you have to make sure that you have stories that people can relate to. Don't just give numbers, but give stories. Stories sell way more than numbers. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can be up to date with everything. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Also, I'll be leaving the 10-hour acting masterclass as well as the 10 resume templates down in the description below. Also, this is part 1. This is going to be a 5-part series because I don't like having videos when they're a whole hour long and then you have to go back and look through the whole hour for information. It's much easier if you have to go back and watch any of these videos just to go back and watch these parts instead of watching the entire series. But these will be in 5 parts. 4 of them are going to be videos like this. The 5th one is going to be a Q&A video. So any questions that you guys have at all, please leave them down in the description below for either part 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then we're going to be talking about it in part 5. Alrighty? So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye, guys.